Well, in case you haven't figured out, this is downtown Columbus. And I got off a little early, so I get the chance to go home early, and for a chance, I get a chance to take the express bus home. So that's kind of one of those nice little luxuries. But today I want to talk again about these elephants on yet another episode of Brother Mark, Turner Syndrome, Butterflies, and Life. It's nice when you get when you can get serendipitous sound effects like that. I tell you gotta have a good sense of humor in this line of work. As I'm walking to the bus, I'm kind of considering another topic, looking at another set of elephants in the room. I mean, we know about the one with bullying, and that's one that everyone just want to say, no, we don't do that. And obviously, we have. And as I shared in a previous video on zebras, and I'll treat that one separately. But in the meantime, what prompted me was I was watching one of Amy's videos, and she had watched what she thought was a rather controversial documentary on Turner Syndrome. I don't know. And I have, quite frankly, haven't had a chance to watch it, so I can't really comment with any degree of expertise or authority because I haven't seen it. But I like her central thesis. There were extraneous issues that kind of take away from advocacy, and that take away from the real definition and the real education about Turner Syndrome. Excuse me for a second. Yeah, backpacker just won't stay on its back today. But as I got to thinking, though, Amy did make a comment though that kind of grabbed my attention. She had said in this particular documentary that the butterfly, along with the mom, it said that she had real problems with alcohol and chemical dependency, if I'm citing Amy correctly. And that got me to thinking. I've been homesick all week with the flu, and that just got me thinking. Is that potentially another elephant that nobody really wants to deal with? It's within the realm of possibility. And I haven't really been able to find any research, any documentation on Turner Syndrome and any correlation between that and alcoholism, chemical dependency, codependency, or maybe an attraction towards abusive relationships. But they got to be out there because I've had the talks. I've had the late night chats and kind of followed along some of the chats and seen some of the drama of having been a recovering alcoholic some 30 years. I really had to kind of wonder. There's not much topic on it. The closest citation, though, that I found in my own serious research was a book on NVLD and NBLD and Asperger's in this particular case. But the author cited a term known as social delinquency, and actually I and some other Turner Syndrome sisters had some real serious Facebook discussions on a couple of years ago, and said it kind of resonated for them. So yeah, I think it may be onto something. So my information is anecdotal at best, but certainly I've seen it. I've certainly seen enough drama that's kind of made me wonder if maybe somebody above me was qualifying for the program. Certainly I had a crisis call in the middle of the night of a woman that was just seemed to be drawn towards abusive relationships. And I gave her some information, some referrals of some groups that might be helpful, and she appreciated it. She said, thanks for sharing, Mark. I'll look into it, and that's fine. That's all I had to. That was my part. So who knows? So it's something worth looking into. But I'll tell you this. Anecdotally, I have seen it, and I would say that mental health and physical and emotional sobriety are paramount when you're dealing with any auxiliary condition. Any epileptic will tell you this one. And I think in this case, I think there's a serious element of truth to it. So the only thing I could say, if there are people hearing this video that are struggling with alcohol, or they are struggling with drugs, or they are struggling with codependency, or they are struggling with a penchant towards abusive relationships, or if they are struggling in just abusive homes, you don't have to suffer alone. And first off, there is a sisterhood that will drop everything and will rally around on a heartbeat. I've seen it. And I really have to remind, there's something that can really be said about being Turner strong, especially now that we're coming up on February, and we all know that's Turner Syndrome Awareness Month. So if that is you, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to admit you're powerless. And powerless is not a position of weakness. Ultimately, it's a position of strength. It kind of goes back to what I said about the brave butterflies are the ones who are courageous. The ones who are really being honest about their struggles and helping others. And that is you. I encourage you to get the help that you need. And I get it. Sometimes trying to get mental health services is like finding a French restaurant in North Platte, Nebraska. I get it. But if nothing else, Alcoholics Anonymous has been around since 1935. There's also Cocaine Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous. There's Codependence Anonymous, adult children of alcoholics. And there's probably a myriad of other support groups. For evangelical Christians, I've been part of Celebrate Recovery since 2006. And I may not be for everybody. You may find that something like rational recovery might help. And again, these are just ideas at random. But you don't have to go it alone. And especially today that help is now just a mouse click and an app tap away on your smartphone and on your tablet. And of course, I still get some text in the middle of the night, so if that's your elephant, hey, don't go it alone, because they're also great for recovering elephants too, and some of them are actually maybe even butterflies. You never can tell. So again, just some thoughts, something that's kind of been on my heart. And hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and I will talk to you next time.